Hey everybody, it's Jen. It's 9:51 a.m. Central Standard Time, Illinois. I gotta run across the street to that building right there. It's freezing. It's literally 12 degrees. Literally. Look, I did my hair jade. What do you think? And I'm trying a pixie cut and then a mohawk. Or as my youngest son, Benny, used to say when he was little, a modoc. The sun feels nice. We got a lot of snow crunching away here. It reminds me of being on the beach. It like always does. Clearwater Beach has white sand. Now this part's like a skating rink. This is what freaks me out. Like my nerves are on edge when I have to walk in it, because sometimes I slip. I usually catch my footing, and now that I say that, I want to play in that snow pile. But being outdoors at this time is not really in my like category. Alright, I gotta cross because this is like frozen, bust your ass. But when you walk in this kind, you have a grip footing. So anyways, I'm going across the street to sign some paperwork. I'm moving into my apartment today. Yay! Finally! Woo! I feel so good today. Like, that's such a huge load off. Almost 6 months of the H word. No, not hell, but close. So, I'm getting a voucher for furniture and stuff like that. And we have a really awesome thrift store down the street. And it's cheap too. Cheap ASF. And so I have to sign paperwork. Then they email it. Then I set up a time, hopefully this afternoon, to go in. I can make it through a night there with what I have. Obviously, it's a step up. I'll have an actual bathroom and shower. Wow. Yeah, I just admitted that publicly on a worldwide platform called YouTube. Alright. We're jackasses on the road. Love you, peeps, but some of you are. So I'm going to go in this crapola to the stoplight so I can be a good little pedestrian and press the walk button. I kind of have a phobia about that too. When I was young, probably was like 10, I want to say, around that age, I was in Girl Scouts back in the day, and my best friend when I was growing up, his name's Paul, but we called him Paulie. Still do, Paulie. And he was helping me deliver Girl Scout cookies that my neighbors had ordered in my neighborhood. And I had a wagon, and I remember the boxes of cookies being in the wagon. And I went across the street, and exactly what I just did right now, I did not look both ways. Auditory sense and perception. I don't really necessarily visually have to see something with my eyes to know it's there or not. Anyways, so I stepped out into the road. However, to my left, vroom, a silver Corvette hit me. I rolled up on the hood of the car, rolled up the windshield, fell back down the windshield and the hood of the car, and onto the asphalt road. Back to Slushland. and my knee was busted up and gushing blood, and I still have the scar to this day. So me and Polly went back to my house after that. Oh, and the guy just like got out of his car and he's like, "Are you okay?" And I was like blacking out standing there, and I just remember saying, "Yeah," like that. That's all I remember saying. Polly and I go back to my house. We were at each other's houses all the time. There was only one house in between us growing up. And we were neighbors since we were 2 years old. So we were like brother and sister. And we're in the bathtub together. And he's like, "Well, I'm going to tell your mom if you don't tell her." And I'm like crying, like, "No, she won't let me sell cookies anymore." And anyways, my mom found out, and she's like, "Why didn't you tell me?" And I told her because I was afraid you wouldn't let me be in Girl Scouts anymore and sell cookies. And she's like, "Well, you were probably right." All right, guys, I'm here. Much love.